Hi everybody, it's Erin Miller, and my best app is Plotagon. It's a pretty great app where you create little scenes. You pick the location, you pick the characters, all of their features, you write their dialogue, and you can even put in fun extras like their actions and music for the background. So what we'll take a look at first is the example plot that Plotagon created, just so you can become more familiar with the features. Sometimes it might be a little slow, but that might be more my computer. You can see here they start with a science classroom, Jessica and Albert Einstein. If you look here, these are some of the actions and the dialogues. They chose to move these characters to somewhere else, which is also a possibility. I do want to come a little farther down here so you can see an interesting feature that I didn't include in mine.
Yeah, and you can create any character you like by clicking the character tab in the Create view.
You don't really sound like Albert Einstein, though.
Aha, simply press the microphone next to a dialogue.
And you can record your own voice. Pretty amazing, yeah?
So I think that's a really great feature that it does have the microphone and you could record voices. Kind of takes away some of that computer animated voice. When you are ready, you can start by creating characters. I've already created some. But when you go to create a new character, you could pick male or female. You have their facial features to choose from. And there's a whole lot that you can pick, a lot of skin tones too, which is good. Some good varieties with hair. Some mustaches or facial hair. This is eyes, eyebrows, and lips, including some fun options. These are just some basic accessories, mostly glasses or hats. Lots of very, very interesting options. And then, of course, their clothes, tops, bottoms, and shoes. And then there's their dialogue as well. And down here at the letter, you can name them. And once you're done, you're good to go. You can come back at any time and edit your characters. And even if you've already put them in a plot, those changes will be reflected in the new plot. So when you're actually ready to create your scene, hopefully the students would have already written their dialogue, so maybe they're just copying and pasting, or they have at least a rough draft to go by. But you create a new plot, so you start by using a scene, and it spells it out here for you. Use the clapper icon, so you come up to it. It puts it down right away, but then when you click on location, you have all of these different choices, including some pretty good content ones, like, let's see here, we have Parliament, Presidential Address, Press Room. So you do have a lot of really, really great choices that you could use. Dialogue creates with the characters, and then neutral is interesting here. It lets you choose from a ton of different emotions. Once again, actions, they can act on another character. You can put in sounds, and you can put in music. And you can make changes, you can move things around, you can delete simple parts of it if you decide that it's not what you wanted. You can watch it and rewatch it a million times until you have everything that you want. I'm going to show you the one that I created. So for my location, I chose the library. These are the characters that I created, Connor and Serenity. I put them fairly close to each other. Like if I had put one of them by the door, they wouldn't really be able to interact very well. For music, I chose Tranquil because it's in a library, but they certainly have a lot of different options. once again, as soon as you're ready to create dialogue, you would just click dialogue, and then you choose which character you want. Here, this is interesting. Its normal setting is neutral and they just deliver the line, but you can give them emotions or actions that they do, and that definitely affects how they say things or deliver their lines. This here is when I decided to put in an action, so you would just click on action, you pick which character you want, and then you pick which action they can do. And there's, a fair amount of choices. This here is sound, so once again you would just click on sound, and there are a ton of sound choices that could be pretty fun. And you just finish out your scene. So we can play it from the beginning, and of course, excuse me, you could make it widescreen, but I'll just leave it like this for now.
I love being in the library.
Me too. So much wonderful learning happens here. Oh no, school is over and we have to wait for so many hours to come back to the library.
Bummer. But at least our librarian created such a strong online presence for us.
So you can see you have a ton of really great options, and it's not hard at all to use. Any type of summarizing activity would be great, but you could even have kids create their own book trailers. They could have dialogue that they create maybe for their foreign language class, where they're doing the actual speaking, but they can create fun characters to go along with it. Really, your options are endless as far as kids creating videos, but you do have to be aware that accounts have to be created, which means usernames and passwords have to be remembered, and you have to have the technology to support it. I hope you will give Plotagon a try. Thanks so much.